Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. My name is Anna, and I am very happy to be here today. We will talk about self-defense. This topic is important for many people, especially beginners who want to feel safe in daily life. I am not an expert, but I want to learn more together with you. In this podcast, we will use simple language and easy ideas so everyone can understand. I am here with my friend Mark, and we will share our thoughts, small tips, and simple examples. I hope you feel relaxed, comfortable, and ready to listen and learn something useful today.
Hi, Anna. Hi, everyone listening. My name is Mark, and I am also very glad to be here. Self-defense is a topic that can help people feel stronger and more confident. Like Anna said, we will keep everything simple and clear because this podcast is for beginners. You do not need any special knowledge. We will talk about basic ideas like how to stay aware, how to avoid danger, and how to react in simple situations. I think learning step by step is the best way. So please relax, listen carefully, and think about how these ideas can help you in your everyday life.
Thank you, Mark. I feel excited because this topic is very useful. Many people think self-defense is only about fighting, but it is not true. It is also about being careful, thinking clearly, and staying calm. I believe even small knowledge can help a lot. For example, knowing where to go, who to ask for help, and how to move safely can make a big difference. Today, we will try to make everything easy to understand. We will not use difficult words. I hope everyone listening can follow us and maybe try some simple ideas in their own life after this podcast.
Yes, that is a very good point, Anna. Self-defense is not only about physical action. It also includes your mind and your decisions. Sometimes the best self-defense is to avoid a bad situation before it starts. That means paying attention to your surroundings and trusting your feelings. If something feels wrong, it's okay to leave. In this podcast, we will talk about these simple but important ideas. We want to help people feel more prepared, not scared. When you understand what to do, you can feel more relaxed and confident in your daily routine.
I like what you said about feelings, Mark. I think many people ignore their feelings, but they are important. If you feel unsafe, you should listen to that feeling. Also, I think it is good to remember that self-defense is for everyone. It does not matter if you are young or old, strong or not strong. Everyone can learn simple ways to protect themselves. In this podcast, we will speak slowly and clearly so beginners can understand easily. I hope our listeners feel like they are having a friendly conversation with us, not a difficult lesson.
That is true, Anna. We want this to feel like a friendly talk. No pressure, no stress. Just simple ideas that anyone can understand and use. I also think it's important to say that learning self-defense takes time. You do not need to learn everything today. Even one small idea can help you. For example, looking around when you walk or keeping your phone ready can be helpful. These are small actions, but they can make you safer. So today, we will start with easy steps and build slowly. That way, everyone can follow along without feeling confused.
Yes, step by step is the best way. I also want to say that practice is important. Even if the ideas are simple, you need to think about them and maybe try them in your daily life. For example, when you walk home, you can look around and notice what is happening near you. This is a small practice, but it helps you become more aware. In this podcast, we will give examples like this, so you can imagine real situations. I think this will help listeners understand better and feel more ready if something happens.
I agree, Anna. Examples are very helpful. When people can imagine a situation, they can understand what to do more clearly. We will try to give simple and real examples, not complicated ones. Also, we want to remind everyone that safety is very important, but we do not want anyone to feel afraid all the time. The goal is to feel calm and prepared. When you know what to do, you feel stronger inside. That's what self-defense is about. It's not about fear, but about confidence and smart thinking in everyday life.
That makes me feel better, Mark. I think many people feel nervous when they hear the word self-defense, but like you said, it's about confidence, not fear. I hope our listeners feel more relaxed now. We are here to support them with simple ideas. Also, we will keep our conversation easy and friendly so it feels natural. If you are listening at home or outside, just take your time and enjoy the talk. You don't need to remember everything. Just listen and think about what feels useful for you.
Yes, Anna, that is a good way to listen. Just take what you need. Everyone is different, so different ideas can help different people. In this podcast, we will share many small tips, and you can choose what works for you. There's no perfect way. The important thing is to stay aware and make safe choices. We will also repeat some ideas to make them clear, because repetition helps learning. So if you hear something again, it's okay. It means it's important and useful for beginners.
I think repetition is very helpful too. When we hear something many times, it becomes easier to remember. That is why we will keep our language simple and repeat key ideas. This will help everyone understand better. Also, I want to remind our listeners that it is okay to ask questions or think deeply about these topics later. Self-defense is not only about listening, it is also about thinking and understanding your own situation. Each person has a different life, so it is good to think about what works best for you.
That is very true, Anna. Everyone has a different environment and different experiences. So it is important to think about your own daily life. Where do you go? Who do you meet? What situations do you face? These questions can help you understand how to use self-defense ideas. In this podcast, we will keep things general and simple, but you can always adjust the ideas to your life. That way, the information becomes more useful and practical for you. This is a good way to learn and grow slowly.
I feel like we are ready to begin our topic now. We have talked about why self-defense is important and how we will keep everything simple. I hope our listeners feel comfortable and interested. We will move step by step and explain everything clearly. Remember, this is a friendly space to learn. You don't need to be perfect or know everything. Just listening is already a good start. So let's continue our conversation and begin with the first ideas about self-defense.
Yes, Anna, let's begin. I'm excited to share these ideas with you and everyone listening. We will start with simple basics and build from there. Remember, self-defense is about awareness, calm thinking, and small, smart actions. You do not need special skills to start, just an open mind and a willingness to learn. So stay with us, listen carefully, and enjoy the conversation as we move into the first part of our topic.
So, Mark, let's start with something very simple. What is self-defense for beginners? I think many people feel confused about this. For me, self-defense means staying safe and avoiding danger. It is not only about fighting, it is about thinking, watching, and making good choices. For example, when I walk alone, I try to stay in bright places and not look at my phone too much. I think these small actions are part of self-defense. They help me feel safer. What do you think beginners should understand first about self-defense in daily life?
I think you explained it very well, Anna. For beginners, the first idea is awareness. This means you look around and notice what is happening near you. Many people walk and only look at their phones, but this can be dangerous. If you are aware, you can see problems early and avoid them. Another important idea is distance. If you feel uncomfortable with someone, you can move away. You do not need to wait for a problem. Just leave the place. These simple actions are easy but very powerful for beginners.
Yes, awareness is very important. I try to practice it every day. For example, when I take the bus, I look around and notice who is near me. I also check where the exits are. It makes me feel more ready. I think beginners can start with these small habits. They are not difficult, but they can help a lot. Also, I think it is important to walk with confidence. Even if you feel a little nervous, you can try to stand straight and look forward. This can make you look stronger and less like an easy target.
That is a great point, Anna. Body language is very important. When you walk with confidence, people see you differently. You do not need to be strong, but you can show that you are aware and ready. Another simple tip is to keep your hands free. If your hands are busy, it is harder to react, so try not to carry too many things. Also, if you have a bag, keep it close to your body. These are small things, but they can make a big difference in your safety.
I see. That makes sense. Keeping hands free sounds simple, but I never thought about it deeply. I also think it is important to know where you are going. If you look lost, it can make you feel more unsafe. So before you go somewhere new, maybe you can check the map first. That way you feel more confident. Also, if you feel unsure, you can ask for help in a safe place, like a store. These small ideas can help beginners feel more prepared.
Yes, planning is a very good idea. When you know your way, you feel calmer and safer. Another important thing is to trust your feelings. If something feels wrong, it is okay to leave quickly. You do not need to be polite in a dangerous situation. Your safety is more important. Many beginners forget this. They worry about being rude, but it is better to be safe. So always listen to your instincts. They can help you make good decisions.
I agree with that. Sometimes people feel shy, but safety comes first. I also think it is good to stay in public places when possible. If you are alone at night, try to stay where there are lights and people. This can reduce risk. Also, walking with a friend is always safer than walking alone. These are simple ideas, but they are very helpful for beginners. You do not need special skills to do these things.
That is true, Anna. Being in public and staying visible can help a lot. Another idea is to avoid distractions. For example, wearing headphones very loud can stop you from hearing what is happening around you. It is better to keep the volume low or not use them in risky places. Also, try to keep your phone ready but not always in your hand. You should be able to use it quickly if needed. These small habits can improve your awareness.
Yes, I sometimes use headphones, so I will be more careful now. I think many beginners do this without thinking. Another idea is to have a simple plan. For example, if something happens, what will you do? Maybe you will go to a shop or call someone. Thinking about this before can help you stay calm. When you already have a plan, you don't panic easily. This is also part of self-defense, I think.
That is a very smart idea, Anna. Having a plan can make a big difference. Even a simple plan is enough. For example, know the emergency number in your country or have a trusted contact ready. Also, try to remember safe places near you, like police stations or busy stores. These can help in difficult situations. Beginners do not need complex plans, just simple steps that are easy to remember and use.
I feel like these ideas are very practical. They are easy to understand and easy to use. I think beginners will feel more confident after hearing this. Self-defense does not feel so difficult now. It is more about small habits and smart thinking. I like that we focus on simple things. It makes learning easier and less stressful.
I agree, Anna. Simple ideas are the best way to start. When beginners learn these basics, they build a strong foundation. Later, they can learn more if they want, but even these simple steps can help a lot in daily life. Awareness, confidence, planning, and trusting your feelings are key ideas. If people remember these, they are already improving their safety. This is a great start for anyone new to self-defense.
Now that we talked about awareness and simple habits, I want to ask about actions, Mark. What can a beginner do if a situation feels dangerous? I think many people feel scared because they do not know how to react. For me, I think the first step is to stay calm and not panic. If I panic, I cannot think clearly. Also, I think using your voice is important. You can say stop or go away loudly. This can surprise the other person and also get attention from people nearby. What simple actions do you think beginners can use?
That is a very good question, Anna. Yes, staying calm is very important, even if it is not easy. Beginners can practice simple reactions. Like you said, using your voice is powerful. A loud and clear voice can stop someone or bring help. Another action is to move quickly to a safer place. Do not stay in the same spot. Try to go where there are more people or light. Also, keep some distance if possible. You do not need to fight. Your goal is to leave the situation safely and quickly.
I like that idea. Leaving safely is the goal. I think many people believe they must fight, but that is not always true. Running away can be the best choice. I also think it is good to use simple movements. For example, if someone tries to grab you, you can pull your arm back and step away fast. You do not need complex techniques, just simple, quick actions. Beginners should focus on easy things they can remember and use in real life.
Exactly, Anna. Simple is best for beginners. Another helpful idea is to protect your personal space. If someone comes too close, you can step back and raise your hands a little, like you are ready. This is not fighting, but it shows you are alert. Also, your hands are ready to move if needed. If the situation becomes more serious, you can push away and run. The goal is always to create space and escape, not to stay and fight.
That makes sense. Creating space sounds very important. I also think it is helpful to use objects around you. For example, if you have a bag, you can use it to keep distance, or you can move behind something like a table or a car. This can give you time to think and move away. These are simple ideas, but they can be very useful. Beginners can look around and use what they see.
Yes, using your environment is a smart idea. You do not need special tools. Just use what is around you. Another important point is to keep your balance. Try to stand in a stable way so you do not fall easily. If you fall, it is harder to move quickly, so keep your feet strong and ready. Also, if you need to run, run in a clear direction, not randomly. Know where you are going, even if it is just a safe place nearby.
I understand. Balance and direction are very important. I think beginners can practice this by thinking about it in daily life. For example, when walking, they can notice where they can go if something happens. This is like mental practice. It helps you react faster. Also, I think breathing is important. If you breathe slowly, you can stay calmer. This can help you think better in a stressful moment.
That is a great point, Anna. Breathing can help control fear. Even one deep breath can make a difference. Another idea is to keep things simple in your mind. Do not try to remember many steps. Just think, make space, move away, find help. These 3 ideas are enough for beginners. If you keep it simple, you can act faster. Too many ideas can make you confused in a real situation.
Yes, simple steps are easier to remember. I also think it is important to practice saying words like stop or help. Sometimes people feel shy, but practice can make it easier. You can even try it at home. It may feel funny, but it helps. When you need it, your voice will come out more naturally. This is a small but useful practice for beginners.
I agree, Anna. Practice is very helpful, even for simple things like speaking loudly. Another idea is to stay focused on your goal. Your goal is safety, not winning, so do not stay longer than needed. As soon as you have a chance, leave. Also, after you reach a safe place, you can call for help or talk to someone. This is also part of self-defense, knowing what to do after the situation.
That is very important. Many people only think about the moment, but after is also important. Talking to someone or calling for help can make you feel safer and supported. I think beginners should remember they are not alone. There are always people who can help. Knowing this can give more confidence.
Yes, Anna, that is a very good message. Self-defense is not only about your body, but also about your actions before and after a situation. Simple actions like speaking loudly, moving away, using space, and finding help are very powerful. Beginners do not need advanced skills. These basic ideas are already very useful. If people remember and practice them, they can feel more prepared and safer in their daily life.
Now I want to talk about learning more over time. Mark, what can beginners do if they want to improve their self-defense skills? I think after learning basic ideas, some people may want to practice more. For example, they can join a simple class or watch lessons online. But it can feel confusing because there are many options. I think it is important to choose something easy and not too fast. Beginners should feel comfortable and not scared. Also, learning with other people can be fun and helpful. What do you think is a good way to continue learning?
That is a great question, Anna. Yes, after basics, beginners can slowly learn more. I think joining a class is a very good idea. In a class, you can practice with the teacher and other students. This helps you understand movements better. But it is important to choose a beginner-friendly class. The teacher should explain slowly and clearly. Also, you should feel safe and respected there. Another way is to practice simple movements at home. Even small practice can help your body remember what to do in a real situation.
I like the idea of practicing at home. It feels easy and not stressful. You can repeat simple actions like stepping back or using your voice. I also think watching videos can help, but beginners should be careful. Some videos are too advanced or too fast. It is better to choose simple lessons for beginners. Also, I think it is important to not compare yourself to others. Everyone learns at a different speed. It is okay to be slow and take your time.
Yes, that is very important, Anna. Learning slowly is better than rushing. Another idea is to stay consistent. You do not need to practice every day, but try to practice regularly. For example, once or twice a week is enough for beginners. This helps you remember what you learn. Also, try to focus on a few skills, not many. Too many skills can be confusing. Simple and clear practice is more effective.
Consistency sounds like a good plan. I also think it is important to stay positive. Sometimes learning new things can feel difficult, but that is normal. Beginners should not feel bad if they forget something. They can just try again. Also, I think talking with others can help. If you have friends in the same class, you can practice together and share ideas. This makes learning more enjoyable.
I agree, Anna. Learning with others can give you motivation. Another important point is to understand your limits. Do not push yourself too hard. If something feels uncomfortable or unsafe, it is okay to stop. Self-defense is about safety, so your training should also be safe. Listen to your body and take breaks when needed. This will help you learn in a healthy way.
Yes, safety in training is very important. I also think it is good to review what you learn. For example, after a class or practice, you can think about what you did. This helps you remember better. You can even write simple notes like use voice or step back fast. These small notes can help you keep the ideas in your mind.
That is a very good idea, Anna. Writing notes can make learning stronger. Another tip is to ask questions. If you don't understand something, you can ask your teacher or look for simple answers. There's no problem in asking. It shows you want to learn. Beginners should feel free to ask and explore. This will help them grow more confident.
I feel like confidence is a big part of this. The more you learn and practice, the more confident you feel. And this confidence can help you in real situations. Even your body language can change. You walk more straight and look more aware. I think this is a very positive result of learning self-defense.
Yes, confidence is one of the best results. It helps not only in safety, but also in daily life. Another thing to remember is to keep learning simple and realistic. Do not try to learn everything at once. Focus on what you can use in real life. This makes your learning more practical and useful.
That makes sense. I think beginners should always remember why they started. The goal is to feel safe and prepared, not to become perfect. If they keep this in mind, learning can stay simple and enjoyable. It is not a race. It is a personal journey.
Exactly, Anna. Self-defense is a journey, not a quick result. Step by step, beginners can improve and feel stronger. With simple practice, good habits, and a calm mind, anyone can learn. The most important thing is to keep going and not give up. Even small progress is very valuable in the long run.
We are now at the end of our conversation, and I feel very happy about what we shared today. We talked about simple ideas, basic actions, and ways to keep learning self-defense. I hope our listeners feel more relaxed and a little more confident now. Remember, self-defense is not about being perfect or strong all the time. It's about being aware, making good choices, and staying calm. Even small steps can help a lot. Thank you for listening and spending your time with us. I hope you can take some of these ideas and use them in your daily life.
Yes, Anna, I feel the same. This was a very helpful and friendly conversation. We started with simple ideas and moved step by step. I hope beginners now understand that self-defense can be easy to learn. You do not need to be afraid of this topic. Just start small and keep practicing. Awareness, confidence, and simple actions can make a big difference. Thank you to everyone who listened to us today. We are very glad to share this time with you. Take care, stay safe, and remember that learning slowly is always a good way to grow.